It's Cleveland Indians baseball. We're back after a couple days of some things happening here that didn't allow me to get to this game until today. It is Saturday, May 22nd. Cleveland Indians will be taking on the New York Yankees in Cleveland, Ohio. Some Cleveland Indians news. Relief pitcher and spot starter Camilo Pascual was contract has been sold to the San Diego Padres. Pascual is making noises that he will refuse to report to San Diego. He believes that he has a pinched nerve in his neck and actually wants to be put on the disabled list because he thinks that if he goes to San Diego in an injured condition, they'll release him right away and then he won't get paid his contracted salary, which he would be getting paid for that if he was on the disabled list. The Indians also brought up Fred Stanley, a shortstop, to shore up their middle infield defense and possibly add uh, a little bit of hitting on their on the bench. Bench lately has been not exactly an offensive powerhouse. The Indians brought him over from the Brewers at the very end of spring training. And then with Stanley coming over, Gomer Hodge has been optioned to Wichita. It's now being reported that after the Indians sold Buddy Bradford to the Reds, they intended to bring up their top rookie or top prospect, Chris Chambliss from Wichita. But Chambliss injured his leg in spring training, and just about the time when the Indians were going to announce that he was being called up from Wichita, he injured his leg again. So instead of calling up Chambliss, they called up Kurt Bavacqua. Chambliss is expected to be a member of the Indians by the end of May. In fact, he's in Cleveland right now getting treatment for his injured leg. The Indians had a so-so week. Last weekend, Friday night and Saturday, they were in the Bronx. They got beat by the Yankees twice. And they had a doubleheader scheduled for Sunday, but that was rained out. Then they went to Washington, and after two pretty dominating performances, Sam McDowell let's see here. Sam McDowell was only able to go, I think, 5 innings. In Cleveland lost to Washington 8-4 on Monday. Then on Tuesday, Alan Foster, who hasn't pitched badly since coming over to Cleveland, The worst aspect of his game has been giving up home run balls. He outpitched Denny McLain, and the Indians won 7-4. The Indians came back to Cleveland, and last place Detroit came in for 2 games, and Detroit won both of those games. The first one was a pitcher's duel, actually, between two young pitchers, Steve Dunning and Mike Kilkenny, and Detroit won that one 3-2. And then Thursday night, Detroit won 8-6. That was former member of the Indians, Dean Chance, outpitching Rich Hand. The Indians, I think they scored 4 runs in the bottom of the ninth. So they actually, after having some feeble bats during most of the game, they came to within 2 runs, but they won. And then last night against New York, New York was leading 3-2 going into the bottom of the ninth. And the Indians scratched out a run, and then with, I think it was bases loaded, rookie John Lowenstein singled with 2 outs, and the Indians ended up coming back and winning the game 4-3. So for today's game, it's going to be, it looks like Sam McDowell against Fritz Peterson. And we will be right back with the starting lineups. All right, we're at Cleveland Stadium for today's game between the Yankees and the Indians. Fritz Peterson takes the mound for New York. He's made 8 starts on the year. He's 4-2 with an ERA of 2.74. This is his first start against Cleveland. He'll be opposed by Sam McDowell. He's made 9 starts. He is 5-3 with an ERA of 3.77. This is his first start against New York. It's 69 degrees. Wind speed is 4 miles per hour in from left field. So it looks like it's another chilly game day on the lakefront for Cleveland. The New York Yankees starting lineup will be leading off the first baseman, Felipe Alou. Batting second, the catcher, Thurman Munson. Batting third, the center fielder, Bobby Mercer. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Roy White. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Ron Woods. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Horace Clarke. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Danny Cater. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Gene Michael. Batting ninth, the pitcher, Fritz Peterson. New York right now, they stumbled a bit in the last 10 days or so. So they're in second place in the AL East. They're 3 games behind the league-leading Baltimore Orioles. The Indians, after losing those 2 games against Detroit, dropped into last place. So they are 9.5 games back behind Baltimore, and they are a half game between the 5th place Detroit Tigers. In the field, the Indians will have Ken Harrelson at first base, Eddie Leone at second base, Jack Heidemann at shortstop, Greg Nettles at third, Roy Foster in left field, Ted Uhlaender in center field, Vada Pinson in right field, Ray Fosse catching, and on the mound is Sam McDowell. Sam McDowell, he is a hard-throwing left-hander. Won the AL Cy Young Award last season. He also won it in 1965, I mean. He got off to a slow start. Won his first 3 games. He had 2 good starts in April. Then suddenly he was having a hard time. Lost 2 in a row. Then suddenly on May 7th, we had a record 4-2. He pitched a complete game win over the Angels, striking out 13. Then a few days later, he pitched against Oakland, a game that the Indians ultimately lost. Pitched 8 innings, he struck out 14. But his latest start on Monday in Washington, he pitched 5 innings. He gave up 4 hits, gave up 5 runs, and he walked 7 and struck out 7. So he has been a little inconsistent this year. Leading off is Felipe Alou, hitting .326 with 1 home run and 24 runs batted in. Here's the first pitch. That's a curveball. That's inside. Ball 1. Another curve. Caught the black on the outside. Strike 1. Up and in. Ball 2. The high fly ball in the left field. Foster going back. And it's gone. Home run number 2 for Felipe Alou, and the Yankees jump out to a 1-0 lead. Here is Thurman Munson. He's hitting .267 with 3 home runs and 12 runs batted in. 3-2 pitch. It's fly ball in the center. Eulander going back on the track, and he's got it. 1 out. Cleveland Stadium has just been a magnet for home run balls the last couple seasons. It's being criticized by a lot of players on the Indians and on the opposing squads of being like a little league park with the way the fences are set up. Here is Bobby Mercer hitting the center fielder, hitting .324, 7 home runs and 32 runs batted in. The 3-2 pitch. It's fly ball in the left field. Foster coming in, and he puts it away. 2 outs. Here is Roy White. He's hitting .312 with 2 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Hitting .313 in May. 3-1 pitch. Too low, ball 4. Here is Ron Woods, the right fielder. He's hitting .320 with 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Curveball, caught the inside corner, strike 1. Fastball way too high, ball 1. Too high again, ball 2. It's in the dirt. Wild pitch. Roy White took second. That makes the count 3-1. Outside, ball 4. The second walk in a row given up by McDowell. Here is Horace Clarke hitting 288 with one home run and 12 runs batted in. It's a grounder to the pitcher, McDowell. Throws first, 3 outs. The Yankees get one run on Felipe Alou's leadoff home run. One hit, no errors. They left two on base. We go to the bottom of the first. New York 1, Cleveland coming to bat. For the Indians, leading off will be the right fielder, Vada Pinson. Batting second, the second baseman, Eddie Leon. Batting third, the third baseman, Greg Nettles. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Roy Foster. Batting fifth, the catcher, Ray Fosse. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Ted Uhlaender. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Ken Harrelson. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Jack Heidemann. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Sam McDowell. On defense, the Yankees have Felipe Alou at first, Horace Clarke at second, Gene Michael at shortstop, Danny Cater at third, Roy White in left field, Bobby Mercer in center field, Ron Woods in right field, Thurman Munson catching, and on the mound, Fritz Peterson. Peterson looks like he's a bit of a junk ball pitcher. He has a record of 4-2 with an ERA of 2.74. 69 innings pitched. He's given up 72 hits. 5 of those were home runs. He's walked 9. He has struck out 30. And a spoiler alert, Fritz Peterson, future member of the Cleveland Indians. Vada Pinson leads off for Cleveland. He's hitting 248. 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Hitting 238 in May, the 2-0 pitch. Grounder to first. Blue will take it himself. 1 out. Here is Eddie Leon, who's hitting 291. No home runs and 10 runs batted in. Hitting 308 in May. The 0-1 pitch. It's a grounder up the middle. Michael to his left throws, but it's over Alou's head. Leon ends up at second. That is error number 3 on the season for Dean Michael. That brings up Greg Nettles, who's hitting 272 with 9 home runs and 27 runs batted in. Roy Foster's on deck. Curveball on the inside corner, strike 1. It's a grounder down the first base line. That's foul. The 0-2 pitch. Inside on the black. Strike 3 called. Here is Roy Foster. He's hitting 198 with 5 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Aside from Greg Nettles, he has about the most home run power in the Indians lineup. Caught the inside corner, strike 1. 2-0, ball 1. It's a liner to center field. That in the gap. Leon scores. Foster slides in a second. He is safe. That's double number 6 from Roy Foster, and the Indians tie the game. Here is Ray Fosse. He's been on a hitting tear lately. He's hitting 283 with 2 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Hitting 500 against the Yankees. Curveball, strike 1. Up and outside, ball one. The 1-1 pitch. It's a deep fly ball in the center field. Mercer going back, and it's gone. Home run number 3 for Ray Fosse. Foster scores. Fosse scores. It is 3-1 Cleveland. Fosse didn't hit his first home run of the season until May 12th. And he has just hit his third. He is homer now against Oakland, Detroit, and New York. Here is Ted Uhlaender. He's hitting .290 with no home runs and 7 runs batted in. He has an 8-game hitting streak. He's hitting .300 in May. The 3-1 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Peterson knocks it down. Throws it first. And that's 3 outs. But the Indians get 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, no one left. We played 1 in Cleveland. The Indians lead the Yankees 3-1. Leading off in the second inning for New York is Danny Cater. He's hitting .298 with 2 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Hitting .288 in May. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball in left field. Foster going back. That one's gone. Home run. That's home run number 3 for Cater. The 3rd home run of the game. And the Yankees cut the lead to 3-2. Both of the Yankees' runs have been on solo home runs. Here is the shortstop, Gene Michael. He's hitting .290, no home runs, and 4 runs batted in. Those home runs were the 6th and 7th given up by Sam McDowell this season. Looks like they bumped his ERA up over 4. I think I forgot to give his stats at the beginning of the game. Right now he has 46 walks, 65 strikeouts. He's not striking them out at the same rate as he was last year. Peterson's on deck. The 3-2 pitch to Michael. Ball 4, inside. Here's Fritz Peterson. He's hitting .185 with no home runs, no runs batted in. He's 5 for 27 on the year, and he has scored 2 runs. They're playing him in for the bunt. He's an excellent bunter. Curveball, low and away, ball 1. Where's the bunt? McDowell picks it up to throw to Leone at second. 1 out. Michael takes second on the sacrifice. Here's Philippe Alou. He's 1 for 1 today. He homered to lead off the game. Fastball, ball 1. Just off the ground, ball 2. Ball 3, 3-0. Bounce that one to the plate with the curveball. Ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. So far, McDowell's having some trouble with his control. In the second inning, he's already thrown 45 pitches, and only 18 of those have been for strikes. He's thrown 27 balls. Here's Thurman Munson, who's 0 for 1. He flied out in the first inning. Hitting .262 in May. Ball 1. Fastball, caught the inside corner, strike 1. That caught the corner, strike 2. Inside, ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Low, ball three, full count. Right down the left field line. Foster's after it, but it makes the seats. Count remains full. Full count. One out. Runners on first and second. It's based in the right field. Pinson's up with it. Michael holds at third. He's not going to challenge Pinson's arm. Here is Bobby Mercer. He's 0 for 1. He flied out in the first inning. Bases loaded. 1 out. High and outside, ball 1. Caught the inside part of the plate. Strike 1. Ball 2. Fastball. He looked at strike 2. Strike 3 called. Ooh, that was a clutch strikeout for Sam McDowell's first strikeout of the game. Here is Roy White. He's a 7-game hitting streak. He walked in the first inning. Hitting .313 in May. Fastball, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. It's a liner into right field. That makes it all the way to the wall. Michael scores. Alou scores. Munson scores. White with a stand-up double. That ball got past Vada Pinson. And the Yankees take a 5-3 lead. Here is Ron Woods. He walked in the first inning. High and tight ball 1. Man, it looks like McDowell does not have it today. Base hit in the right field. White scores. It's 6-3 New York. And the Indians' bullpen is in bad shape. They got a lot of tired arms out there. It's like they may have to stick with McDowell for a little while. Here is Horace Clarke. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fouls it back. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. But it's a big inning for the Yankees. They get 5 runs on 4 hits. No errors. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead the Indians 6-3. Roy White had the big hit. Bases loaded double that cleared the bases. Leading off for the Indians is Ken Harrelson. The Hawk, he's hitting .273 with 4 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Lately, he's got the look of the condemned man about him, looking over his shoulder, waiting for Chris Chambliss to arrive. They've been trying Chambliss out in the outfield in Wichita, but first base is his natural position. And after a hot start, the Hawk has cooled off. already he's talking about joining the Pro Golf Tour. He's regarded as one of baseball's best golfers. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's a fly ball in center field. Mercer going back near the track, and he's got it. 1 out. Here's Jack Heidemann. He's hitting .224. No home runs, no runs batted in. He's been swinging a hot bat lately. He's got a 4-game hitting streak, and he's hit safely in 5 of his last 6 games. He had an arm injury in spring training that was affecting both his fielding and his hitting. It looks like his hitting might be starting to improve now. The 0-2 pitch, the changeup. Check swing, called strike 3. 2 outs. That's strikeout number 2 for Peterson. Here is Sudden Sam McDowell. He's hitting .118, no home runs, and 3 runs batted in. He's 2 for 17 on the season. 3-1 pitch. It's a fly ball in the left field. Roy White drifting over, and he's got it. 3 outs. Nothing across for Cleveland in the second. Go to the third. The Yankees lead the Indians 6-3. Yankees have a record of 21-15, while the Indians have a record of 15-24. Or 15-22, I'm sorry. Danny Cater leads off for the Yankees. He is 1 for 1. He's hit a solo home run in the second inning. 300 in May. The 3-2 pitch. Change up, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cater was way ahead of that one. Here is Gene Michael. He walked in the second inning. 3-1 pitch. Outside and low, ball 4. That's the 5th walk of the game given up by McDowell. Here is Fritz Peterson. He had a sacrifice bunt in the second inning. 1 run first, 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on fastball. He bunts it. Bossy picks it up. His only play is the first. He throws to Leon. Michael takes second, and that is Peterson's second successful sacrifice of the game. Philippe Alou, he's 1 for 1. He led off the game with a home run in the first, and he walked in the second. 380 in May. Got traded to the Yankees in the first week of the season from Oakland. And he wasn't happy about being traded that early in the year after getting set up at Oakland last year. Said it had nothing to do with going to New York. And he's been playing pretty well for the Yankees. Yankees sent a couple of pitchers to Oakland, Rob Gardner and Ron Klimkowski, because Oakland's been having a lot of trouble with their pitching, especially coming out of spring training with injuries. 1-0 pitch, high and outside, ball 2. It's a grounder up the middle. Leon to his right, has it to throw to first. 3 outs. Yankees get no runs, no hits, no errors. They left 1 on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It is New York 6, Cleveland 3. Vada Pinson leads off for Cleveland. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first inning. 2:35 in May, the 2-0 pitch. Grounder to the shortstop. Michael up with it. Throw to first, 1 out. Here is Eddie Leone. He's 0 for 1. He was safe on an error in the first inning. 2-2 pitch. He hits a grounder to first. Baloo fields it, and he'll take it himself. 2 outs. Here's Greg Nettles. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. Hitting 270 on the season. 2-2 pitch. Grounder to second. Clark is up with it. Throw to first. 3 outs. We played 3 in Cleveland. Yankees lead 6-3. Take a look at the AL East. Bottom of the 8th in Detroit. Senators and Tigers are tied at 1. Gates Browns 3 for 4. That is Denny Riddleberger against Joe Coleman. Coleman's making a nice comeback after having fractured skull in spring training. And the bottom of the 4th in Baltimore, the Orioles lead the Red Sox 2-1. Joe LaHood hit his 4th home run for Boston. That is Ray Culp against Pat Dobson. 4th inning for New York will be Thurman Munson, Bobby Mercer, and Roy White. Munson is 1 for 2. He flied out in the first and singled in the second. 3-0 pitch. Low, ball 4. That is 6 walks on the game for McDowell. Here is Bobby Mercer. He's 0 for 2. He flied out in the first and struck out in the second. Fly ball in center field. Nylander drifting back, and he's got it. 1 out. Roy White, he's 1 for 1. He walked in the first, and then in the second, he doubled with the bases loaded, and he cleared the bases. So he has 3 RBIs today. Ball 1. Fouls it back. Fly ball right field. Pinson on the warning track, and he's got it. 2 outs. Munson holds it first. Here is Ron Woods. He's 1 for 1. He walked in the first, and he singled in the second. That scored Roy White. Ball 1. Got past Fossey. Once took second, and they ruled that a pass ball. There's been a wild pitch and a pass ball today. 2-0 pitch. Curveball, high and away, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Fastball, caught the inside corner, strike 1. Caught the inside corner, strike 2. Full count, 2 outs, runner on second. Payoff pitch. High, ball 4. That's the 7th walk in the game given up by McDowell. Non-tired arms. He needs to have Rick Austin, Steve McGorry, Chuck Machamel, and Alan Foster, who is the probable starter tomorrow. They got a lot of tired arms in Edie's bullpen. Boris Clark, he's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out and struck out. Ball 1. He looks at strike 1 on the curveball. Ball 2. Too high. Ball 3. He lunged at that one. He had a fly ball in center field. Eulander's there, and he has it. 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. They left 2 on base. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It is New York 6, Cleveland 3. Roy Foster leads off for the Indians. He doubled in the first, scoring Eddie Leone. Hitting 245 to May. Deep fly ball in the left field. Roy White near the wall, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Ray Fosse. He's 1 for 1. He hit a 2-run homer in the first. Go-to pitch. It's a liner in the left. Base hit. Ted Eulander, he's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first. He has an 8-game hitting streak. He's hitting 296 in May. Curveball, ball 1. Got a piece of it. Foul tip. Strike 1. 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. His fly ball in right field. Woods on the track. Woods makes a nice running catch on that one. 2 outs. Here is Ken Harrelson. He's 0 for 1. He flied out in the second inning. Inside, ball 1. His fly ball in center field. Bobby Mercer going back, and he's got it. He's getting no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They left 1 on base. After 4, it is New York 6, Cleveland 3. Danny Cater leads off for New York in the 5th. He hit a solo home run in the second. He struck out in the 3rd. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. Foster after it, but it makes the seats. Count remains 1-2. Fly ball in center field. Eulander going back near the track, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Gene Michael. He walked in the second, and he walked in the 3rd. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Now it's Fritz Peterson, the pitcher. He sacrificed bunted in the second, and he sacrificed bunted in the 3rd. Both times he advanced Gene Michael, who had walked. 3-2 pitch. High and tight, ball 4. He walks the pitcher. His 8th walk of the game. Here is Felipe Alou. He's 1 for 2. He led off the game with a home run in the first inning. Bossy goes to talk to McDowell. In there at the knees, strike 1. Caught the outside corner, strike 2. Way inside, ball 1. It's grounder to 3rd. Nettles. Throw to Leone at 2nd. 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is New York 6, Cleveland 3. Leading off for Cleveland in the 5th will be Jack Heidemann. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in the second inning. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball to right field. Ron Woods is there, and he has it. 1 out. Pitch hitting for McDowell is Lou Camilli. Billy is hitting 150, no home runs, 2 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter, though, he is 2 for 5. One old pitch. Billy gets a base hit. Center field. It's his third pinch hit of the year. Here is Veda Pinson, who is 0 for 2. He grounded out in the first and grounded out in the third. Breaking ball, ball one. Pops it up third base side, foul ground. Caters after it. Near the bullpen. And he makes the catch. 2 outs. Here is Eddie Leone, who's 0 for 2. Safe on an error in the first, and he grounded out in the third. Hitting 300 in May. Inside on the black, strike one. Ball hit on the ground. Peterson's up with it. He throws it first. 3 outs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 5 complete. It's an official game here in Cleveland. Yankees lead 6-3. Main pitcher for Cleveland is the rookie Chuck Mashmel, making his 14th appearance of the year. 17 innings pitched. He's given up 26 hits, 3 home runs. He has walked 18, struck out 11. He has no wins, no losses, and 1 save, and an ERA of 5.28. He's been another inconsistent pitcher. He had several good appearances. He's had several bad appearances as well. Last time he pitched was Tuesday night against Washington. He pitched a third of an inning and struck out the only batter that he faced. Thurman Munson leads off. He is 1 for 2. Single in the second inning. 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4. Here is Bobby Mercer, who's 0 for 3. Hitting 324 in May. Fastball, low and away, ball 1. Mashmel, he's a hard thrower. Right up there with McDowell and Dunning and Phil Hennigan. Off the inside corner, strike 1. Low and outside, ball 2. If he can harness his control, might do some things. It's a liner in the left field. Base hit. Boss tried to play that on the hop to make sure that it didn't get past them. So the Yankees have runners on first and second. Nobody out. Here's Roy White. He is 1 for 2 in the second inning. Bases were loaded, and he cleared the bases with a double. He has 3 runs batted in today. I think 369 against right-handers. And 250 with runners in scoring position. Ball 1. Ball 2. Fouls it back. Right 1. It's a liner down the right field line, but that is foul. high, ball 3, full count. High and outside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Going to get Rich Hand warming up. Bases loaded, nobody out. Curveball, strike 1. Outside, ball 1. Hits fly ball into center field. Uhlander coming in. Takes a bounce, and that's a ground rule double. Munson scores. Mercer scores. And it's 8-3 New York. Here is Horace Clarke. He's over 3, and they're going to intentionally walk him. Here is Danny Cater. He's 1 for 3. He hit a solo home run in the second inning. Outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. Low, ball 3. Curveball, late call, strike 1. Check the swing, they call strike 2. Full count. Fouls it back, count remains full. It's a grounder into right field, base hit. White scores. Bases remain loaded. It's 9-3. Alvin Dark has seen enough. And he is bringing in Rich Hand. Rich Hand pitched yesterday. He probably won't be there very long. Bases loaded, nobody out. Rich Hand making his 4th appearance of the year. His record of 0-2 and ERA of 6.23. 13 innings pitched. He is given up 12 hits, 2 of those home runs. He walked 9, struck out 10. This is turning into a debacle. Gene Michael, he's 0 for 1. Had a pair of walks and a strikeout. High, ball 1. Grounder down the first base line. That's foul. Right down the middle for strike 2. Too high, ball 2. Strike 3 called. Here's Fritz Peterson. He had a pair of sacrifice bunts and a walk. An excellent bunter, so they're playing him in for the bunt. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch. It's a grounder to second. Leone up with it. Second for 1. Go to first. Not in time. Ron Wood scores. It's 10-3 New York. Here's Felipe Alou. He's 1 for 3. He led off the game with a home run in first. Well, obviously. Ball 1. High and inside, ball 2. Ball 3. Just looking at the Indians stats last night, and pitchers, they're giving up a pretty good amount of hits, but their walk rates are just terrible. Swing and a miss, strike one. Low, ball four. That is the 12th walk of the game given up by Cleveland pitching. Thurman Munson, he's 1 for 2. He singled in the second. He has a pair of walks as well. 1 for 1 with the bases loaded. Ball one. Low and inside, ball two. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Foul out of play. Count remains 2-2, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Fly ball in the right field. Pinson going back. He's on the track. And he's got it. But it's another big inning for New York. They get 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is New York 10, Cleveland 3. Greg Nettles leads off for Cleveland. He's over 2 today. 2-2 pitch. It's base hit in the right field. Here's Roy Foster. He's 1 for 2. He doubled in first, driving in Eddie Leon. Fly ball in center field. Right field, rather. Ron Wood's going back. He's at the fence, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Ray Fosse. He's 2 for 2. He hit a 2-run homer in the first, and he singled in the fourth. Look at a hot bat. He's hitting .314 in May. He hits a fly ball in the left field. White coming in, and he's got it. 2 outs. And here is Ted Uhlaender. He's 0 for 2. He has an 8-game hitting streak. See if he can continue it. Outside, ball one. And Munson had a jump for that one. Ball 2. It's a liner down the left field line. That's foul. Low, ball 3. In there below the belt, strike 2. Ball 4. Where's Ken Harrelson? He's 0 for 2. Munson goes out to talk to Fritz Peterson. Munson's fairly local to Cleveland Indians. He grew up in Canton, Ohio, home of the Football Hall of Fame. Ball 1. It's tie, ball 2. Up the corner, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Fouled it away, strike 1. All right, and we're back. This is WJST from Parma, Norwich, Tuscaloosa, and our newest affiliate in Utah. Inside corner at the knee, strike 2. Foul it back. Full count. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Payoff pitch. At the knee, strike 3 called. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Indians left 2. After 6, it is New York 10, Cleveland 3. Oh, this is one of those games I wish I could just zoom right to the end. 7th inning for New York will be Bobby Mercer, Roy White, and Ron Woods. Mercer is 1 for 4. He singled in the 6th. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Here is Roy White, who is 1 for 2. He had a bases loaded double in the 2nd. That cleared the bases. Fly ball, right field. Pinson going back. That's in the stands. Foul ball. 2 called. The inside corner, strike 3 called. Nice pitch by Rich Hand. Ron Woods, he's 2 for 2. He has 3 runs batted in today. He singled in the 2nd. Scoring Roy White. Then he doubled. He had a ground rule double in the 6th. That scored Thurman Munson and Bobby Mercer. And he also walked in the 1st and walked in the 4th. He's had a very productive day at the plate. Outside ball 1. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. High and tight ball 3. Full count. Low ball 4. Here's Horace Clark. He's 0 for 3 today. Plus, he goes out to talk with Hand. Check the swing. Ball 1. Tipped it. Straight 1. High. Ball 2. He's hit up the middle. Uhlater has it. Mercer going for the plate. Uhlater's throw. He is safe at the plate. Ron Woods takes 3rd. It's 11 to 3. Man, I got like nothing in the bullpen here. Here is Danny Cater. He's 2 for 4. He had a solo home run in the 2nd. And he singled in the 6th. That scored Roy White. Strike 1. Popped it up. 3rd base side. Foul ground. Nettles is after it. He's near the bullpen. But that makes the seats. He tipped it, but Fosse hung on. Strike 3. 2 outs. Here is Gene Michael. He's 0 for 2. He has a pair of walks and a pair of strikeouts. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Liner down the 3rd base line. It's in the corner. Rattling around. Foster's after him. Woods scores. Clark scores. And it's 13-3. Here comes Alvin Dark, and that'll be all for hand. Ray Lamb coming in to pitch. He's making his 13th appearance of the year. He has a record of 0-3 with 1 save. He had 29 innings pitched. He's given up 43 hits, 7 of those were home runs, 22 walks, and 19 runs batted in. He has an ERA of 6.52. And I have to say, he came over with the Dodgers with Alan Foster. Ray Lamb has disappointed me so far this season. Here is Fritz Peterson. He's 0 for 1. He had a pair of sacrifice bunts, a walk, and he grounded into a force play in the 6th that scored Ron Woods. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the curveball. Strike 2 called. Outside corner, strike 3 called. 3 outs. But the Yankees get 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is New York 13, Cleveland 3. Let's look around the AL East again. Final in Detroit, the Tigers beat Washington 3-2. Frank Howard hit his 10th home run of the year. No word on the winning pitcher for Detroit, but Paul Lindblad takes a loss for Washington. He's 0-2. And we just got the final in Baltimore. The Orioles beat the Red Sox 5-4. Don Buford hit home run number 3 for Baltimore. No word on the winning pitcher, but the losing pitcher for Boston is Ken Brett. He is 1-2. Jack Heidemann leads off for Cleveland in the bottom of the 7th. He is 0 for 2 today. 1-2 pitch. It's liner in the left field. Base hit, makes it to the wall. Heidemann rounds first. He slides into second with a double. Pitch hitting for Ray Lamb will be the newest member of the Indians this season, Fred Stanley. He is 1 for 4 on the season. He has 1 stolen base. He grounded into 1 double play. There's no television for tomorrow's game against the Yankees. It's the first Sunday game of the year that not scheduled for TV. Cleveland's first weeknight televised game is scheduled to be Tuesday night in Baltimore. They have a doubleheader with the Yankees tomorrow, and then they get on the road and go to 2 of the hottest team. They face 2 of the hottest teams in the majors, the Orioles and the White Sox. Ugh. And their pitching is just... The bullpen is just in terrible shape. Their pitching... They've been very ineffective pitching, and they just got a lot of tired arms. Bouncer to short. Michael looks Heidemann back to second. And Stanley is out at first. Here is Vada Pinson. He's 0 for 3 today. High, ball 1. Hit fly ball center. Nettles up with it. And he makes a catch. 2 outs. Here is Eddie Leone. He's over 3 today. Down and away. Ball 1. He tipped that one. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Because of the things that came up this week, I may not do a game of the week. I might just consider this to be my game of the week. Such as it is. Ball 2. It's fly ball down the right field line. Woods is there. And he's got it. No runs. 1 hit, no errors. 1 left. We played 7. It is New York 13, Cleveland 3. Fred Stanley remains in the game. He'll play second base. New pitcher is Rick Austin. Occasionally, I am tempted to call him Steve Austin. Anybody that grew up in the 70s would probably know why. Austin's making his 10th appearance of the season. He has a record of 0-1 and ERA of 7.27. He's pitched 8 2/3 innings this year, given up 13 hits. 3 of those have been home runs. He's walked 9, struck out 12. He's a hard-throwing pitcher with a live fastball, but another guy that needs to master his control. Philippe Alou leads off. He's 1 for 3. He led off the game with a home run. The 0-2 pitch. Base hit to left field. That makes it into the corner. Got past Roy Foster. And Alou has a stand-up double. Here's Thurman Munson. He is 1 for 3. He's singled in the second. He also has 2 walks. Changeup at the knees, strike 1. Strike 2 called, another changeup. Low, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. It's a bouncer to second. Stanley's up with it to throw to first. 1 out. Alou takes third. Here's Bobby Mercer. He's 1 for 4. He singled in the 6th. He also had a walk in the 7th. Strike 1 called. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball 1. Put up on the infield. Heidemann takes charge. And he has it. 2 outs. Here is Roy White. He is 1 for 3. He got the first big hit of the game for the Yankees. He was up with 2 outs in the second inning. Bases loaded. He doubled and cleared the bases. It's a grounder to third. Nettles up with it. Go to first. 3 outs. No runs. 1 hit, no errors. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. New York 13, Cleveland 3. Greg Nettles leads off for Cleveland. He is 1 for 3. He singled in the 6th. Hits it right back to the mound. Peterson throws first. 1 out. Boy, back in the first inning when Cleveland was down 1-0 and scored 3 runs, I thought this was going to be a good game. Boy, I was wrong. I mean, if you're a Yankees fan, it's a good game. Roy Foster, he is 1 for 3. He doubled in the first, driving in Eddie Leon. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball in right field. Ron Woods coming in. He's got it. 2 outs. Here's Ray Fosse. He's 2 for 3. He hit a 2-run homer in the first, and he singled in the fourth. Hitting .310 in May, the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to left field. Roy White on the warning track. He's got it. 3 outs. Nothing across from Cleveland in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the 9th. It is New York 13. Cleveland 3. Some defensive changes for the Indians. Ted Ford will replace Vada Pinson in right field. John Lowenstein will replace Ted Uhlaender in center. And Kurt Bavacqua will replace Jack Heidemann at shortstop. So the Indians have 4 rookies on the field right now, getting some time in. Here is Ron Woods leading off the 9th for the Yankees. He's 2 for 2. He walked in the first, singled in the second, scoring a run, walked in the fourth, hit a ground rule double in the 6th, scoring 2, and walked in the 7th. He has had a very productive day at the plate today. The 0-1 pitch. It's fly ball into left field. Roy Foster is there, and he has it. They finally get Ron Woods out. Here is Horace Clarke. He is 1 for 4. He singled in the 7th, scoring Bobby Mercer. 1-2 pitch. It's a blooper in the center field. That's a base hit. Lowenstein throws it in, and they have a run around first. Here is Danny Cater. He's 2 for 5. He had a solo home run in the second. That made it Cleveland 3, New York 2. And then he singled in the 6th, driving in a run. Low, ball 1. It's a shallow fly ball down the right field line. Ford is after it, but it's out of play. Swing and a miss. Straight 2. Inside, ball 2. Low, ball 3. High and inside, ball 4. I've lost count of how many walks. That is the 15th walk given up by Indians pitching today. Oh, terrible. Here is Gene Michael. He's 1 for 3. He has 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and he doubled in the 7th, scoring Ron Woods. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fly ball center field. Lowenstein going back, and he's got it. 2 outs. Clark tags up. He'll take third. Warming up in the bullpen for Cleveland is another rookie, Steve Mingori. And here's the pitcher, Fritz Peterson. He's 0 for 2. Had a pair of sacrifice bunts, walked, grounded into a force play in the 6th that scored a run, and struck out in the 7th. High, ball 1. Check the swing. Fossey appeals. Nope. Ball 2. Caught the inside corner. Strike 1. Ball 3. 3-1. Ball 4. Second time today that he's walked the opposing pitcher. Dark has seen enough. They're calling in for Steve Mingori. I hate to think what the Indians bullpen's going to look like for tomorrow's doubleheader. Steve Mingori making his 10th appearance of the year. He has a record of 0-1. He has 4 saves. He has an ERA of 9.00. In 5 innings pitched, he's given up 6 hits. He has walked 4 and struck out 3. Another hard thrower, but just has to harness his control. Here's Felipe Alou, who's 2 for 4. He had a solo home run in the 1st that led off the game, and he doubled in the 8th. It's 4 for 6 with the bases loaded. Curveball. Alou hits a liner down the left field line. That's foul. High and tight, ball 1. Ball 2. It's a grounder off the mound. The shortstop of Aqua has it. Tosses a second. 3 outs. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. But the Yankees leave 2 on base. No, they left 3 on base. I'm sorry. We go to the bottom of the 9th. New York 13. Cleveland 3. John Lowenstein leads off for the Indians. He's hitting 121 on the season. 1 home run, 4 runs batted in. He is 4 for 33 on the year. The 3-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 4. Ken Harrelson, he's over 3. Hitting 206 in May. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Foul ball, strike 2. Fly ball in center field. Mercer going back. And he's got it. 1 out. Yankees are probably anxious to get out of here, and hit Swingos over on Euclid. I don't know if Swingos was running the Keg and Quarter in 71, but Swingos Hotel was over there. And I think that's where most of the opposing teams stayed at. Place catered to professional athletes and rock stars. And was reportedly a party house. Here is Kurt Bavacqua. He is hitting 125. No home runs, no runs batted in. He is 1 for 8 since getting called up on May 9th. High ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. It's fly ball in the right field. Woods on the track, and he's got it. Lowenstein holds. They're down to their last out. And it is Fred Stanley. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the 7th inning. Liner down the third base line, but that's foul. Check the swing. Munson appeals. Nope. Ball one. It's base hit in the left field. Lowenstein rounds second. He'll take third. Here's Ted Ford. He's hitting 160. No home runs, 5 runs batted in. He is 8 for 50. He has 2 doubles. Ford's usual role with the Indians this year has been as a defensive replacement. It's a grounder. Back to the mound. Peterson to throw to first. And this ball game is mercifully over. Yankees win 13-3. Yankees had 13 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Cleveland had 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher is Fritz Peterson. He is 5-2. He threw a complete game. Gave up 7 hits, gave up 3 runs. None of them were earned. Gave up 1 home run. That was Ray Fosse. He walked 2. He struck out 3. Gabe said his stuff was double minus sign, but he looked pretty good to me. Sam McDowell takes a loss. His second straight ineffective performance. He's 5-4. He pitched 5 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 6 runs. They were all earned. 2 home runs. He walked 8. He struck out 4. Chuck Mashmel came in the 6th. He didn't get a single batter out. He gave up 3 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. He walked 3. No strikeouts. He's probably going to be sent to Wichita sooner rather than later. Rich Hand on short rest came in. He pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. He walked 3. He struck out 3. He didn't have good stuff. Ray Lamb came in with short rest. He pitched 1/3 of an inning. He struck out the only batter that he faced. Rick Austin pitched an inning and 2/3. Gave up 2 hits. He walked 2. No strikeouts. He didn't give up any runs. And Steve McGorry pitched 1/3 of an inning. He got out the only batter that he faced. Felipe Alou went 2 for 5 with a home run and a double. Ron Woods went 2 for 3. He had 3 runs batted in. Danny Cater went 2 for 5. Home run, 2 runs batted in. Every member of the Yankees had at least 1 walk. Got walked at least once. Alou got walked twice. Munson got walked twice. Roy White got walked twice. Ron Woods got walked 3 times. G. Michael got walked twice. Fritz Peterson, the opposing pitcher, got walked twice. Indians gave up 16 walks. Yankees left 32 men on base. Well, they left 15 on base. Yankees hitters left 32 on base. Indians left 7 on. This is one of those games where I feel like the Indians are just never going to win another game in this season. And as I said, with me being busy this week, this is going to be the game of the week also. Star of the game was Fritz Peterson. Time of the game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. I've been in 9-inning games that were like 3 hours and 43 minutes, but that was like around 2000 with multiple pitching changes and all that. This must have been a real chore for people to sit through in 1971 with 16 walks. Fritz Peterson, on the other hand, he walked 2. Ray Fosse went 2 for 4 for the A's with a home run and 2 runs batted in. Every member of the Yankees scored a run except for Fritz Peterson. And Thurman Munson and Bobby Mercer were the only Yankees without a run batted in. This was a really frustrating game. And now the Indians have a doubleheader tomorrow with New York. And their bullpen is just shredded. I'm already dreading that tomorrow, especially the first game. Once again from Cleveland Stadium, the final score today. New York 13, Cleveland 3. Hope you enjoyed this. I sure didn't. But thank you for watching.